Hi everyone, good evening. This is Bharti from Illuminations and a very warm welcome to each one of you. Okay, so I'm gonna just give it another minute or so because people are still joining in and we'll just wait for everyone to come in before we start. Yeah. In the meantime, if anyone is comfortable in putting on their video, since this is an online energy reading session, so if I do get to see you and if you do kind of introduce yourself, that could help in the reading as well. Again, completely up to you. Let's
Hi
put
dear.
this.
How are
Okay,
you?
I can see someone. Oh, that's Neetu. Hi Neetu, how are you?
Good. Sorry,
You
I'm
are in the
driving. Yeah, I'm
car.
driving. Just want to drop my son
That's
to his
amazing.
class.
Yeah. Feel free to switch off the video and be safe as
No,
you
that's
drive.
fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm
Okay.
used to.
Yeah, I know how the car is our second home, isn't it?
Hi.
Okay. Hi, everyone. So I can see some new people. Very, very warm welcome. And I see some people regularly, which I'm really happy that you're here. So warm welcome to each one of you who's joined in today. I believe we still have a few more people joining. And so I'm going to just share with you a little bit as everyone is joining right now. What we're going to be doing, give me 1 second so I can fix this. I can't see everyone clearly. I'm going to change the view to grid. Okay, much better. I'm able to see everyone much better now. All right. So, like I was saying, it's a energy chakra reading session today. I'm going to take you through the chakras for those of you who are not aware of the chakras, and I'm going to do an individual reading for you if you would like that and you ask for it, of course. What we're going to do is you can share if you want a reading for your chakras. Just share with me in the chat box. You could either direct message it on this or you could put it in the group, your name and date of birth. Okay, so that kind of helps. And if your video is on, it just helps me to connect even better. Okay, so I've got one message which has arrived. I see that. And again, if you have any doubts on chakras as well, feel free to kind of ask me about it. Okay, so I'm just going to make a note of this. Okay. And perchance, if I have not reached your name and it kind of goes off, feel free to just kind of put it again because sometimes the Zoom chat acts weird. Yeah. So we're going to be online and whoever's here with a few people, I'm sure we'll manage to do it for everyone. Okay, so is anyone not aware of chakras at all? Feel free to even unmute and let me know. I know some of you who I've met before are pretty aware of the chakras, but is anyone not aware of the chakras at all? Like, okay, this is absolutely a new terminology. I don't know what it is. Tell me all about it. Is anyone there like that? Feel free to kind of message or let me know. Okay, a few messages here. That's good. All right, so I think we have quite a few people and now we can start. So just to give a brief introduction to those who do not know me, like I mentioned, my name is Bharti. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist and I work with a lot of holistic modalities like chakras and Reikis. I love working with SRT, access, a whole lot of modalities. But at the end of the day, my biggest passion is to understand how the energy is flowing because whatever you may do, every modality that we may be learning or practicing, it boils down to how our energy is flowing, right? And if we can understand how that energy is flowing and kind of get a glimpse into where the blocks are or what are causing it, then irrespective of what we practice, whether it's our own practice, our meditation, our affirmations, visualizations, or any inner child work, anything that we may do would be far more successful than if we are not aware of our own thoughts, beliefs, and how our energy is working on a day-to-day basis. So the objective behind today's session, guys, is to, of course, do a reading for you and to also clear some doubts. If you have, feel free to share any questions about the chakra system, any doubts you might have about the energy system, and I'll be happy to take that. Okay, so we'll begin with just a brief introduction of the chakras before we start. We have 7 major chakras. I got 1 or 2 messages saying if you could give a brief introduction. Very short, we'll keep it. So we have 7 major chakras and many minor chakras through our bodies. You must have heard about the meridians flowing through our body. Energy is always flowing. So when we look at each other, we see only the physical aspect of each other, right? But besides our physical body, we have this energy body, and this energy body is what is constantly influencing our physical reality, our physical body, the way our emotions are, whether we are able to kind of regulate our emotions or we get scattered, how we feel energetically through the day, whether we get triggered, whether we don't. So all of this is a result of how our energy is flowing. Okay, so of course this whole topic can take like a day and more, and I can keep going on it. So to streamline it, just 7 major chakras. The first chakra that we talk about is the root chakra, which is at the base of your spine, okay, which is called your foundation. This is the chakra which is all about survival, all about your foundation to life. It's about your career, your finances, and I'm sharing all this with you because as I give you a reading, it would make more sense to you what these chakras are about when you get the reading as well. Okay, so it influences your relationships, your money mindset. It's all about community. Okay, so do you feel supported? Do you feel you get a sense of belonging, or you don't get a sense of belonging? It is all about your sense of acceptance, okay, in society, in the family, in your body. So a whole lot of belonging, a whole lot of acceptance, your entire mindset on relationships, trust, attitudes, it all is getting influenced from the root. So it's a good idea. How I like to think of it is, do you feel scattered in these areas of life, or do you feel very calm and sorted? If you're feeling calm and sorted, it means that you're doing a good job, whatever you're doing, whether it's your beliefs that are favoring you, whether it's your daily practices, your attitude, your value system. It's working for you, and so continue on that. But if you are feeling even the slightest bit of discomfort or blockages, or feeling that things just don't work out for you in the right way that they should be, success comes but it leaves, family relationships are always a struggle, you are always walking on eggshells, then there's a huge possibility that you need some amount of work to be done at your root chakra level. Okay, so just think of the keywords as career, finances, relationships, trust, belonging, and that's what the root is kind of all about. So usually when I do these online chakra webinars, how I go about it, I talk about one chakra, I take one reading, and then we go to the next chakra. So I am going to go with the first person here who has shared their details with me on the chat group. This is Neetu. Neetu while driving. Yeah, okay, so please let's go for it. So do I have permission, Neetu, from you to just tap into your energy right now? And I'm gonna go with that.
Yes.
So I'm not gonna ask you to close your eyes since you're driving, but I do want you to just take a few nice deep breaths. Okay. Okay, so just tapping into the energy. I'm not aware what's going on in her space right now. Simply with the permission that I'm getting, I am going to tap into the energy and just share whatever I pick up right now. And of course, because it's a group reading, it's going to be quite generic. And of course, if anyone wants to dig deeper into it, I can always discuss it with you after the session at another time. Okay, should I have permission? Okay. Okay, so a lot of receiving, Neetu. I pick up in your energy center. There is a lot of receiving. You're focusing your energies on receiving something. Yeah, that's one of the key things I'm picking up very strongly. Where I do pick up a little bit of, I would say it's not even a full-fledged blockage, but more like a conflict is more in your sacral. Okay, so there is this, yeah, something around the sacral is where it's stemming from. Give me a second. Yes, it's around the sacral. Now, sacral, for those of you who are not aware, is all about your creativity, your creation, your it's about pleasure, it's about joy. So there is, again, I'm not picking up a block, to be honest. What I am picking up is some some conflicting experiences which are coming in the way or inhibiting you from completely flowing towards what gives you pleasure. Yeah, that's what it would clearly be. Even at the solar level, the energy is opened up, and it seems like it is a recent change. It's a lot more open. Uh, Heart, again, I wouldn't say it's a block, but I do pick up certain experiences that you are trying to let go of. Yeah, I'm picking that up. I'm picking up that there are certain experiences which you are consciously, it seems quite conscious a choice that you're willing to let go. And the energy is flowing quite well. You would have some ups and downs, I would feel, because the energy is quite rampant, but it is also very the best word how I express it is it's a bit aggressive from time to time. So you might be feeling a bit like up and down as the days go in and out, especially during full moon and things like that. But otherwise, your energy is in a good space. Feel free to let me know if anything resonates or
Yeah, perfect.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
working toward like a lot towards, cleaning myself, basically going
fantastic.
forward. Yeah.
You need to definitely focus on your what gives you joy. Yeah, so
Yeah.
there is still an inhibition on that. Maybe look at is there an inner child, maybe is there a limiting belief about it. Pleasure
Yeah.
and joy for self, you would be very open to create it for others, and putting yourself a bit on the side, but
Yeah.
that's where I'm picking your energy crunching a bit.
Okay.
Okay, all
Thank you.
right.
Thank you so much. So grateful. Thank you.
No,
God bless.
that's okay. That's okay. All right. Thank you, Neetu, for your permission for that. And I'm just going to go on to the next chakra now before I move on, which is the sacral chakra. And we just discussed sacral with Neetu right now. So this is all about, like I mentioned, it's about pleasure, it's about joy, it's about your creativity, it's about just allowing yourself to flow in life. Yeah. When the sacral is not flowing well, you feel the one of the most prominent emotions one ends up feeling would be guilt, a lot of guilt. So are you someone who on a regular basis find yourself feeling guilty for things that you may or may not be accomplishing or being part of or enjoying or not doing for someone? Guilt is one of the key emotions that's an indicator of the sacral being blocked. So it's never that a thought alone will cause the energy to block. A thought is the key thing, but as you hold that thought and you start feeling certain emotions which rise because of certain thoughts, then that thought, that emotion is going to block the energy, and then that energy, when it gains momentum, will then further feed onto the same thought or emotion until you are so aware and you're able to kind of hold it and release the same from your space. Okay, so that's about the sacral. Be aware of your passion, any kind of frustration that you feel, on a more consistent basis is again an indicator that the energies in the sacral are not very balanced. So frustration and guilt are two strong emotions or experiences, you can say, where it really targets how your sacral is flowing. And you may have everything, you may have all the resources, or you may feel a lot of love for everyone, but in the moment of truth, just something does not allow you to feel present, it does not allow you to feel alive. Okay, that's a very sacral energy, and when the sacral energy gets blocked, Okay, so I'm gonna move on to the next person here now who has asked for the reading, and I have Lara. Lara, are you still online? I
Yeah,
don't
hi
see. Oh,
everybody.
yeah, I do. Okay, Lara. So, I would request you to, if possible, close your eyes and take a nice deep breath for me so that it allows me to kind of connect with you better. And I am taking all your messages as an acceptance for me to tap into your energy right now. Yeah, just for the purpose of this session. So just deep breath, inhale and exhale. Permission to connect with Lara. Okay, Lara. So again, the energy is flowing. I find a little bit of let's more of a holding back or a change. I wouldn't even say that it's a holding back, but some sort of change more at the physical level. Okay, so when we have the chakras, there are the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar, which are more on the grounded side, our physical life, and then we have the higher chakras, which are more of higher consciousness, spirituality, and so on and so forth. At the ground level, at your actual life level right now, there is some sort of change that I'm picking up. Okay, either something is coming up or you are closing some chapter, okay, which I'm picking up at the root, where the energy is fluctuating a bit right now. Root, as well as a little bit at the sacral level, or you're in some sort of doubt. Okay, that's what I'm picking up at your root and sacral level. At the crown chakra, you are receiving energy, but you're not always acting on your own intuition. There is some doubt there. You keep self-doubting yourself, or you keep judging yourself somewhere on it. So the clarity is there, but you don't want to accept the clarity at a very broad sense. I don't want to go deeper in it, but mostly, if I was to tell you something, I would say first ground yourself, because somewhere the reason that you doubt yourself is because the grounding is a bit not as well as it should be. So ground yourself, whether it's through yoga, whether it's through certain amount of breath work, whether it's through walking in nature, on the beach, jumping, stamping your feet in the earth, just getting messy with mud, hugging a tree. There are tons of ways, affirmations, but grounding is key for you. And if you are able to ground yourself in this phase that's going on in your space right now, the energy is very potent. So you can expect some phenomenal stuff coming your way. If so, grounding is what I would ask you to focus on. It should help you. If you have any questions or doubts, feel free to kind of mention.
No, thank you so much. Just a lot of confirmation of what's happening for the group, just to see how that translates. Broke up with my boyfriend yesterday, root chakra balance, moved out, etc. Also doing a lot of work on receiving psychic gifts and spirit work and spirit guides. So that's why my crown chakra is open,
Yes.
but not sure about my personal abilities, which is exactly what you're pointing out. So thank you very much for the insight.
And thank you for sharing that feedback. That's amazing. It just gives so much assurance that we're all on the right track. So all the best to you, and I'm sure everything's going to be amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So that's, guys, just again, I don't know Lara. It's purely having that intuition and trusting in that intuition and just tapping in. And each one of you here can do it. And I'm sure many of you are already in the field and do practice some modality or the other. The key is just to be that channel to receive and not kind of do anything beyond that. And that really helps. Okay, so that was sacral that we mentioned. I'm going to move on to the solar. If anyone has any questions on sacral or root so far, feel free to kind of, unmute and let me know. We're a small group, so we can keep it interactive and we have enough time. So it's not a problem as well. Okay, and whoever is here, I'll do the reading for you. So don't worry on that at all. Okay, there is one new message which has come. Okay, yes. So somebody's asked me, and I won't take the name because they've sent a direct message. I have a lot of health concerns in my lower body. Will that be related to root? Yes, yes, definitely. So not only lower body definitely, your legs, your hips, your back. Root is like a foundation. It's like a foundation. Your whole immunity also then rests on the root chakra. Okay, but physically your root chakra is the foundation on which your entire body, your life, everything is built. So if the root is weak, how does the root get weak? Childhood, which could be traumatic, relationships where you have not experienced sense of belonging or love, constantly feeling in doubt about your relationships, about yourself, about your person, about your personal beliefs about yourself, not fitting in, not constantly feeling people are out there to get you. Okay, if these kind of emotions are held for too long, eventually that energy does manifest itself into some sort of a physical issue. Now that physical issue could be experience related, which means that you will always have a relationship where you are struggling, or you will always have trust issues, or it could manifest and imprint into your body at a cellular level, which means disease, aches, pains, constantly stubbing your toe, bumping your ankle all the time. Okay, like pick up all of these things. Okay, they're not happening randomly. You don't just bump into that chair just because you were not looking. You bumped into the chair because the energy was scattered and it affected the weak part of your body, your system. And if you were to, instead of further saying, oh my god, I'm just not present, or I don't know where I'm looking, don't go on that negative spiral of pulling yourself down and say, okay, this shows me that my energy was leaking. Whatever I was thinking right now, I gather my thoughts back and come into the present. If I was feeling upset about something, I acknowledge it, I honor it, and then I kind of move on. That will help you to really start bringing your energy back together and stop leaking your energy on a regular basis. So that's something which one can always be a little aware of as well. Your body will keep giving you signals. It will constantly giving you signals. Getting stuck behind a car is also a signal that somewhere your energy was scattered. Okay, so what you are thinking is constantly manifesting and unfolding in front of you. Okay, yeah, I think Shivani, you have a question.
Yeah, Bharti,
Please.
so what about PCOD, PCOS? They are also related to chakras?
Yes, absolutely. And again, to do with the sacral, okay? To do with your sacral energy, PCOD, fertility issues, menstrual problems, all of it is related to your sacral chakra. And when we say sacral chakra, it's not only in isolation. So none of the energy is just working in its own grid and saying, this is my territory. It doesn't work like that. You are constantly, all the energies are, interacting with one another. The root is very well linked with most of our other centers. But PCOS, PCOD, menstrual issues, fertility, unable to conceive, any kind of issues in the sacral pelvic region could be related with the sacral chakra to a huge extent. Okay, so working with them, there are many ways to work as well. So if someone has an issue with, say, root chakra, color therapy is one of the easiest ways you can work to help yourself. So just bring a lot of red into your life, bring a lot of root vegetables into your life. If you are open to crystals, work with certain crystals like a red jasper or bloodstone, or any of your, even if you feel that people are out there to get you, so maybe a protective stone like tourmaline or an obsidian, you can work with those as well. So essential oils you can work with. Okay, sounds, chants, mantras, there are many binaural frequencies, there are many ways that you can help yourself once you become aware that this is not just the way I am, or this is not just random or coincidental. There is a reason, and if I address it either at the thought level or at the emotion level, or simply through awareness level, that I want to now change it and not scatter or leak my energy, I can take care of it. Okay, so I hope that answers your question, Shivani. Okay, so now we have Kiran here, and I'm going to do a reading. Kiran, are you still here? I'm just looking. Oh yeah, she's right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a quick reading for you. If you are in a safe place, kindly just close your eyes, take a deep breath. Okay, with your permission, going ahead and doing a quick reading. Okay, Kiran, your energy is very beautiful. I have to say that first. Your energy is very beautiful. It goes through its own ups and downs in your own way. But the energy, at least in this moment of time, is flowing really well. Okay, either you've had a really good day, or in general you're in a happy space, or things have gone well right now, and you're focusing on that. Even if they are not, you're kind of focusing on gratitude in your life right now somewhere, counting blessings. I feel a lot of faith energy flowing through you. So maybe there's some transition happening again here. Okay, you're really evolving into a different phase, or you are looking at things differently. You've chosen to let go. I see the heart center has kind of expanded, which means that maybe you've been working on yourself either spiritually or holistically, or just at your relationship level, or your intention is there. Sometimes the energy just shows the intent even if the physical unfolding has not happened, but the energy is showing me that there is a lot of change, a transition, but in a very positive way, in a good space. So you're kind of moving from one chapter into a new space, which is a far more expansive in your life. Okay, so do let me know if that kind of resonates with you, or if it's something that you want to dig deeper in, and we can always do that.
Yeah. So I've been not been in a very good place financially, but this year has just changed everything for me. I have so many opportunities just coming to
Flying
me.
in.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So I've
And
had like,
that's coming from the faith. A lot
yeah,
of it is coming from your faith, because I see the energy literally pouring in from your crown, and there is this huge sense of being able to hold space for yourself. And that is something which has perhaps shifted in this year through various
yeah,
ways. And so
yeah.
all the best to you for that. Hold on to that
Thank you.
space, meditate, and of course everything is going to go fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, so that's we're done with our root, our sacral. Solar, guys, is moving on to the next one. And someone's asked me a question on sacral, so just finishing it so that we keep wrapping up. Color for sacral, yes, it's orange. Okay, so red I mentioned, I think I mentioned red is for root chakra, and orange is for the sacral chakra. Sacral, like I said, is all about flow, all about creativity, passion, joy, ease, all of that. So visualizing the color orange, eating a lot more orange colored fruits, not artificial but real fruits like citrus fruits, and just bringing more juice into your life, right? That's going to really help you. There are also chants, guys. So like root is LAM. So even if you don't do anything, but you take out time every day for a few minutes, maybe in your day, and say, okay, I'm going to sit and I'm going to just take my awareness to my chakra, and I'm going to chant. So if you focus on the root, you chant LAM, and you just bring your hands together and you chant lam, and feel the pulsing in that particular center. And for sacral, it is VAM. So you go vam, and your entire awareness should be in the sacral. Sacral is below your navel, about 3 fingers. So take your awareness in that space, visualize the color orange. My favorite way to visualize sacral is to see ocean which is colored by the sunrise or the sunset in orange, and that's a beautiful connection with the sacral energy. Sacral is all about flow, so when you can bring water and this orange element of the fire and the sun together, it works beautifully for me and for a lot of people that I worked with. So do give it a shot. Okay, coming to solar. Solar is your relationship with yourself. It's your personal power. It's your control center. Okay, so when the energy in the solar is open, when the energy in the solar is flowing, you really accept yourself. You allow yourself to be yourself. You're authentic in life. You're authentic in your relationships. You're authentic in your experiences. People judging you, labeling you, limiting you will not trigger you. Okay, you will take it that is something about them, not about you, as long as you accept yourself. So the keyword, the buzzword for many years has been self love, self love, but self love will never come unless you really accept yourself. So the first thing is to look into the mirror and see yourself for who you are, with all your goods and all your bads and all your flaws and everything, distorted, non distorted. Accept your entire self and embody all of those parts within you. That will allow you to take charge of yourself, to take control over your life, to accept yourself for who you are and live an authentic life. And that's when you really tap into your highest potential. So solar is about eventually tapping into that highest potential, which will lead you to your purpose of life. Okay, we all have a purpose. We're all here not just to eat, drink, study, go to work, come back. No, there is a higher purpose. We are all making a difference. But when you accept yourself and allow yourself to tap into that authenticity, you really kind of get that. Okay, so the color for solar, guys, is yellow, and the chant for solar is rum, RAM, rum. So holding that awareness in that belly button area and that abdomen space, visualizing the color yellow. My favorite way of doing it is visualizing sun streaming in. Okay, so just visualizing, feeling that warm energy and feeling that warm sun energy literally breaking away those blocks for you completely, and chanting rum. That will really help you. Okay, so that's another thing that you can do for the solar. I'm going to move on to the next person here, which is Asta. Asta, you still here?
Hi, yes.
Hi, Asta. Okay, so I have your date of birth here with me. So I'm going to again request you to just close your eyes, take a nice deep breath. Okay, so Asta, your energy is flowing well. However, what I would ask you is that either are you going through some sort of choice right now? Are you like in a phase where you got to make a choice? Because that's something which I'm picking up more at a root chakra level. Okay, everyone who's coming in here has tremendous amount of faith, which I'm picking up. So a lot of the higher chakras are doing a lot better, but there seems to be conflict or some kind of choices to make more at the lower level. So I pick up something that you need to make a choice about, which you are not making a choice about, or you're holding it back, or you're procrastinating. Some procrastinating kind of energy is what I'm picking up. And if you are aware of what it is and you don't have to discuss it, it would be a good idea to meditate on it more from your heart center, because your heart center is going to guide you in the right way right now for whatever this is. Okay, so what you feel good about, a good way to do this is, what do I feel good about, this choice or this choice, what makes it lighter for me, and kind of then meditate on it and see where it goes. Otherwise your energy is going well, but there is this conflict which is kind of leaking your energy. So it's been either on your mind or something that you have to address, and you are either shying away from it or waiting for it to take its own course. Something like that is what I'm picking up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's not about a choice. It's about non-clarity on what to do. So
Yeah.
Like
So
I don't
eventually
have
direction. Yeah.
yeah,
It's the
direction.
direction on which direction to go. Very
Hmm.
possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, like it's a very generic reading, and if we were to like kind of tap into
Hmm.
it deeper, we would have more clarity. But the main thing in your energy, where a lot of your energy is going, is in this choice. So
Hmm.
choice may be the wrong word, this clarity of this way or that way. Okay.
Hmm.
Do I continue or do I take on? Or I
Yeah.
let go or I take on. So it's, and that is quite critical for you to move
Hmm.
forward. Okay.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. I am going to go down and just take the next one as well here, which is Daniela. Okay, so Daniela, are we here? Do I see you? Yes, I do. Okay, so with your permission, just gonna go ahead and do a quick reading for you. Close your eyes, take a nice deep breath. Okay. Uh, your energy is again, it's flowing. The place where I pick up where you need to kind of address something is at the heart center level. Something you've not been able to either let go or overcome, or something that is work in progress. Okay, so you're probably aware of it, you're probably addressing it, you're probably working on it, but you're still not complete with it. You've still not completely gotten either over it or have forgiven or moved beyond. So I'm not sure what exactly this heart center is, but that's where I feel the energy draining, where the energy is kind of leaking. The other areas of your space do get their energy from whatever you're doing, whether it's your own focus, whether you practice something, whether you have set an intention for yourself. Those energies are getting recharged. I wouldn't say that they are not leaking energy, but it's not to the extent at which your heart. So if you were to just for some time focus on your heart center and kind of heal that heart space a little bit, it's going to benefit the way you are feeling, the way you are experiencing, or even the new things that are coming up in your space right now. So the guidance that I get for your energy centers is more to focus on the heart more than anything else right now. And once you focus on that, the other energy centers are going to find their own balance. Okay.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, it's true. I broke up recently and I'm trying to forgive.
So we are still in
it's-
that space of,
yeah,
trying to move forward beyond it. Absolutely. We're just going to discuss heart center after solar.
thank you so
So
much.
not at all. Okay. So, again, it's energy does not lie. Yeah, we may get our words wrong because the same vibration could mean different things for different people. And like I said, each one of you can do this. It's not just that any of us are gifted or any of us can tap in. We can all do it provided we allow ourselves to receive that energy. And you do it, I think, on a usual basis. When you walk into a room or you meet someone for the first time, or even someone's name is mentioned, instantly you can get a sense of how you feel about that person. You don't need to know them, but just being in a space, standing in a shop behind someone, you get a sense of someone, because our energy is always interacting with others' energies around us. And if our energy can be grounded, it can be shielded, it can be in oneness, then we don't pick up on the insecurities of others, we don't pick up on the triggers of others as easily. Okay, so coming to the heart center, guys, we've done solar. Heart center is not limited to just your relationship and romantic experiences, which many people think heart center is all about. Heart center, heart chakra is all about your ability to look at life from the vibration of love and not from the vibration of fear. Okay, many a times we tend to look at life from the vibration of fear, or constantly worrying, or constantly being scared of things. But if you were to look at it from, if you were to experience life from the vibration of love, the experience is a lot different. You feel more authentic, you feel more in connection to source, you feel more in receiving mode at all times. So the heart chakra is about expanding. Once you feel that oneness for self, that love for self, that love for life, non-judgmental, that's when you really allow the energy to start expanding. And when this energy expands, manifestations happen miraculously for you. So if you are trying to manifest something in your life and you're doing the drill and you're focusing on it, but it's not happening as easily, focus on the heart, focus on the root, focus on the heart. It's really going to help you to channel that energy in the right way. Gratitude is a great way to redirect the energy when it is leaking at the heart center level. Of course, we say forgiveness, live and let live. Sounds easy, sometimes can be difficult, but definitely manageable. It's about finding the right way to expand the heart chakra. Okay, so the color for the heart, everyone, is green. Those of you who are into theta might connect with the heart with the color pink, and please feel free to do that if you do that. But otherwise, at the chakra level, when you see the frequency or tap into the frequency, the closest color that comes towards the heart which feels is the shades of green. So green. The chant for the heart chakra is yam, YAM, yam. So just focusing on the heart, feeling the energy expand. If you have regrets or huge disconnection with someone, angry with someone, unable to forgive someone, accept that. And every time that starts to trigger you, focus on the heart center, visualize the color green, give a space to that experience in your life and fill it with life. Be easy with yourself. Don't put yourself down because you are unable to forgive someone or move beyond a certain experience in life. Okay, so that's going to help you with the heart as well. Let's go down to the next person here. Okay, so we have Darsh. Darsh, are you here? I'm not sure. Okay, perhaps not. I'll come back to Darsh. Okay, we have Shivani here. So let's work with Shivani. Okay, Shivani, so I get your details here. Just close your eyes, take a nice deep breath. Okay, so Shivani, I'm picking up for you like a, how do you say? There is like a bridge, okay? So at one level, at your thought level, at your faith level, things are great. There is a lot of faith, there is a lot of acceptance, there is a will to move beyond, there is a lot of willingness to do things. But at the same time, at your physical level, there is a lot of draining, and this draining is going back yet again into your past. Okay, so it is something to do with your past which you need to address, which is to do again with your, which is coming in the way of you really finding that abundance that you're looking for. So it's very evident in the energy field that if we work more on the root chakra and the heart, these two specifically, root and heart, okay, we will be able to kind of clear up this. Again, I won't even call it trauma. It looks like you worked on yourself, you've done a lot of work on it, but still there is residual energy of kind of putting yourself down, perhaps, of not trusting enough in your own self. And that's not you in the present moment. That's perhaps a version of you who has been comfortable in not being comfortable, if that makes sense.
True,
Okay,
true.
and that is what you need to kind of really work on. And we
Yeah,
can.
so we're gonna do the sessions. I need it because yeah, it's like every day I'm fighting with myself. It's two-person fighting with themselves, and
Exactly. That's what I said. It's like a bridge, and it's like one part of you is completely in alignment, and the other
yeah.
part of you is not receiving that alignment. Okay, so it's literally you're living like that. So no worries. We can discuss this after and kind of work on that.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Bharti.
All. Okay. Coming down to this is my chat is not moving down. Okay. So I have now Vimohita. Is Vimohita here? Yeah. Vimohita, are you here? Okay, perhaps not. So then we go to Iman. Iman,
Yeah, I'm here.
hi Iman. Okay, so I have your date of birth with me. If you can just kind of close your eyes, take a nice deep breath. Okay. Okay, so I'll tell you where I feel that you are, where the energy is kind of leaking or kind of a little unblocked is on your own awareness of yourself or your own relationship with yourself. So either you can tend to be very critical about yourself, or you can put yourself down, or you don't believe in yourself, or there is something about the self where there is not complete acceptance, and if you were to work on that, it should help the other energy centers as well. So even at the root, I feel the energy is leaking a little bit, and it's not because of the root, it's because of your own relationship with yourself. So even if someone else feels you're amazing at something, your first experience may be not completely accepting that. Okay, yeah, so even though I feel the energy a bit constricted all the way from the root to the heart at some level, the sense I get is it's coming more from the solar plexus. Okay, and it's just your own relationship with yourself, which is not completely of love. Somewhere you are either judging yourself or labeling yourself, and if you were to work on that, that should kind of help you, Iman.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Most welcome. And I'm coming up now from the heart center to the throat, guys. The throat chakra is all about, communication, expression. It's about making choices. It's about your willpower. So throat chakra is about you speaking your truth. Okay, the color that resonates with the throat is blue, and the chant that you can use for the throat is hum. Okay, so the throat is your ability to express your truth, your ability to speak up, your ability to say no, your ability to act as you like without really feeling a leak, or without really feeling guilty or sad or frustrated about it. Okay, so that is where your throat is. Let's come down to Hema, you here? I'm
Hi,
sorry,
I'm here.
hi. Okay, welcome, and let's go for this. If you can close your eyes for a moment. Again, just a very generic reading here. Okay, Hima, your energy is again a very subtle energy. It's a very, again, I would use the word beautiful somewhere. Either you're working on yourself, or you are surrounded by children, or you are surrounded by crystals. There is a lot of subtle, innocent, pure energy that I pick up from your space. Your boundaries and your expression. Okay, sometimes you would probably do things beyond that is of ease to you. Okay, there is this desire to make choices, and I wouldn't even use the word please people, because that may have been perhaps in the past and you may have evolved beyond that, but it's maybe to accommodate or take care, or be responsible. So I'm picking up that is where your energy is a little bit out of focus. I wouldn't call it blocked, it is a little bit out of channel, but otherwise your energy is flowing well. And if you really need to work on yourself, your throat chakra and your a little bit of your throat and your ability to trust yourself. Okay, so your intuitiveness, that you can be very intuitive, you get a lot of messages or you get a lot of inspiration, but you don't always act on them. Okay, so that doubt is what you need to kind of somewhere work on, if that resonates with you. Okay, just focusing on the
Absolutely.
throat.
So
I'm
basically,
sorry.
throat chakra. Said.
Yes, yes.
Perfect. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Absolutely resonate with it.
Yeah, wonderful. So all the best to you, and I hope you clear all the blocks of the throat. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So, just the general energy of everyone here feels like you're already working a lot on stuff. Maybe you guys meditate, maybe you guys do your own practices, but that's what I'm generally mostly picking up. Most people have some sort of an awareness, and perhaps that's why you're here as well. Before I move on to the next person, as well as before I move on to the third eye, I just want to share with you guys that what I'm doing right now is purely working through my understanding of energy and the chakras and tapping into your energy. And I do teach this course as well. And I will be teaching this course the week after on Saturday and Sunday, which is 20th. Yeah, 19th and 20th of March in Dubai at Illuminations. So if you guys would like to know more about this course, or if you would like to join this course, or you feel it would benefit you in any way, it's a detailed discussion and course and interactive sessions and meditations about the chakra system. So feel free to kind of contact Illuminations and register for it. We have some the bookings going on right now. Yeah. Okay, so let's go down from here, and I have with me now Piyush. So Piyush, are you here? All right. Hi, Piyush. So thank you for balancing the masculine feminine energy in this group right now. Yeah. So let's okay. So with your permission, I have your date of birth here. If you can close your eyes, take a deep breath. Okay, so Piyush, the first thing that I pick up here is that again there is transition, there is change. There is transition, there is change that is in your course right now. Whether it's already manifested or not, we don't know yet, but it is there. The energy is shifting from something. But what I do pick up is a sense of sadness. Okay, I mean that would be the word to say, a sense of sadness, which you've not you're again work in progress would be the word that I would say at such a generic level, but you're moving beyond it. But you can be very hard on yourself, so, and that is coming in the way of your faith somewhere. Okay, so you're disrupting that faith channel. You can be extremely intuitive, you can have a lot of clarity, but at the same time you can have a lot of clutter in your mind, if that makes sense to you. Okay, so you can have that clarity, but at that same time you can have that clutter or that conflict, and somewhere that disconnection with faith. So you have it, it comes from time to time, it works itself, But if you were to once again, whatever has happened or not happened, whatever it is in life, if you were to just say, okay, that experience and I am dealing with it or whatever, but in this moment, I allow faith to guide me. I think that's going to really benefit you. So picking up the energy somewhere which is leaked from your lower chakras, but the reason it's not completely balancing itself right now is because that disconnection from faith. So whatever your faith was, you need to reestablish that, however it is kind of out of track right now, so that you feel a little bit more whole and complete. You can have very good days and then you can have some not so great days. So it's more of a roller coaster picking up of energy. You feel like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So do some grounding, and that will help you.
Bharti, I have this plant actually too. This plant I have kept me on the table.
Okay. Your voice is breaking,
Yeah.
Piyush.
Sorry, I was saying that I have kept this plant on the table.
Okay.
Yeah, and frequently I smell it and it feels like a life form in the
Fantastic.
room. So
That's amazing. Plants are a great way to kind of recharge your energy. And it's a great choice you have
yeah,
made to kind of, surround, do other grounding activities and do a lot of visualization. The sense I get is that if you get the visualization to support you, somewhere the belief of
yeah,
not having enough support is what's leaking your energy. So if you,
yeah.
just open yourself to receive support from source, it's going to be very beautiful for you. Okay?
Bharti, one more thing.
Yes, please.
Actually, yeah, whenever I get the support, there is also this desire to know the source itself, and it simply makes everything complicated for me.
Piyush, I apologize, but your voice is completely breaking. What we can do, since you do have a question, either you can type it, I will read it, or alternatively, happy to discuss with you after this session on a consult. We offer consults, and I'm happy to discuss with you on this. Okay, but if you think it's a question that will benefit everyone, just type it because I'm unable to hear you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna go down now to Lara has mentioned something here. Okay, Hema, could the blockages in the chakras? Yes, absolutely, Hema. Blockages in the chakras cause skin issues, root chakra, boundary issues, all kind of psoriasis, allergies, rashes, could be related specifically with boundary issues, unresolved boundary issues, inability to kind of keep that space with people or distance or express yourself. When you are not expressing yourself completely, it will manifest as some sort of a issue in the body. And if it is to do with boundaries or inability to keep that space with people, it would most likely be skin related. How about...
So I have a question following that.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
So now after, we meditate on our whatever chakra we have, like blockage or whatever the problem is. So does this problem, will this resolve the problem, or it's like a temporary?
Depend. It can, if it is done consistently, then the new awarenesses will come in, which would kind of help you to work at the next level. Okay, because eventually it would be some deep rooted belief. So once you kind of tackle the first layer, the second layer will present itself, and the third layer, many people can work through it themselves. Many people need some support. So whether it's through a therapist, whether it's through your own well-being practice, you can then kind of work through it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Thanks.
Okay. Okay, so I got Piyush's message. I guess the dwindle. Yes, absolutely. That's exactly what I pick up, because there is this doubt of whether that support is meant for you, whether it's the right thing for you, whether you can trust it or not. And that is why working on the root would be a fantastic idea. So work on the root first, know that you are grounded, secure, and safe, and then at the same time receive the light from above, and that's going to really, really help you. Okay. We are out of time, and I am trying to go up on who I have missed here. Give me a second. Okay. All right. So
you miss. I texted you.
Okay.
I sent you a message.
Okay. So I get your message. October 18, right?
Yeah.
All right. So just take a deep breath for me. Okay, so for you, where I'm picking up the energy narrowing, okay, it's literally like it's kind of narrowing, is more between the throat, heart, and solar. Okay, these three places where the energy is kind of narrowing. There is something that you are either not being easy on yourself or unable to forgive yourself, or not happy about that it happened to you and move beyond it. And this is something, it could be from the past, okay, that is still active in your field. So even if things are going really good for you, there is a sense which does not allow you to completely embrace it. It does not allow you to really feel the joy of it. There is always this, there is something which keeps you down about yourself. Okay, and so doing some inner child work, I feel, will really help you. So if you have done that before or not, there is some aspect to it which is still missing. Inner child work and forgiveness, especially with some sort of a, I don't know whether it's a caretaker or a parent, okay, but it's someone who, where you have felt you have been dishonored. That is what you need to work on, and that will really help your energy open up. Okay, so the energy where I'm picking up blocking is more from your solar, heart, and throat.
Solar, heart, and throat. Okay.
Yes.
So basically, you said work with my parent.
Yeah, could be. If you feel that there is something there which is yet to be resolved, it would be a great idea to do that.
Yeah, I've gotten that feedback.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
And going on to the third eye and the crown, since we've done the throat, guys, third eye and crown are your higher chakras. Third eye is all about your connection with self. It's all about your, your inner voice, your inner connection. And the crown is all about receiving. It's all about oneness. It's all about knowing that your faith is always there, no matter how dwindled it may feel, no matter how much you may not trust it from time to time. But if you ask for support from the universe, from source, creator, God, whatever name resonates with you, knowing that that will always flow through to you, and always keep that channel open, whether it's through visualization, prayer, affirmations, just the sunlight, the fact that it comes every day, irrespective of what you did yesterday or you didn't, and receiving that light into your space, that's really going to help it open up. Okay, so the crown is very important for that. Your sense of intuition, your sense of knowing comes from your third eye. So these two chakras, when they are in the elevated form, it's easy for you to trust your own instincts. It's easy for you to act on your own instincts, and so on. Okay, the color for your third eye is indigo, and the color for your crown is violet. Right. Okay, is there anyone who else who I have missed? Because now my messages. Okay, Vimohita, are you there? You mentioned you are, but I'm unable to see you on my screen. All right. Anila, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, Anila. So I'm just going to do a quick whatever. Guys, we have run out of time. So those of you who have not done the reading for, please stay on, and I'm happy to just, wrap that. But those who need to move on, I wouldn't want to keep you waiting, because since we did, have the session from 6 to 7, I just want to once again mention that we are having this course. I think the admin has also put a link here, which is happening Chakra Basic and Advanced. It's 2 days. You can do both days next week. I will be in Dubai and happy to train you how to use a pendulum and how to do exactly what I'm doing right now. So feel free to kind of, tap in. And those who are free to be here right now, feel free. We'll just complete with Anila and anyone else. And Andrea, I think, is there. Okay, so just quickly getting into that. Solar plexus. Okay, Anila, again, where I feel the energy crunching or leaking is more towards the sacral and the solar here. Okay, so more towards the sacral and solar. There is an so even when you can really have a pleasurable experience or something that you look forward to, a part of you holds you back. So there is some inhibition. It could be something to do with non-acceptance with self, because that's how I'm even picking up solar, but it's feeling like it's stemming more from the sacral and not from the solar. It's affecting the solar is feeling sandwiched, which is not allowing you to really be true to yourself or not allowing you to completely emerge in the way that you are, but it's stemming from the sacral. So could be related to a very early on guilt, perhaps, or something that you've not been able to move beyond, something that's inhibiting you. That's what I'm kind of picking up for you at the sacral and the solar, but more so sacral. So I would say that kind of work on the sacral a little bit more, whether it's through color, whether it's through just freeing yourself, being more easy on yourself, allowing yourself to move forward, and that should kind of help. I'm unable to see you, so
Thank you. Yeah, makes sense.
yeah, awesome, I'm glad. Okay, so I have Mohi. Mohi, are you here? I don't see you. Okay, no, I don't. Lara, we've already done, I think. Yes. Okay, Andrea, are you here? Do I see Andrea here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so let's just work.
So I'm in the car. It's in the dark.
Okay. Then please don't close your eyes.
No, I'm just waiting in the car. So that's
Okay, so I pick up a lot of faith energy, Andrea. You're literally like thriving on faith energy right now. Okay, the root is where you are leaking a lot of energy from. Also, I pick up the heart is it goes through swings. Okay, so I'm picking up a lot of swinging energy in the heart center. Solar, there is conflict. So even when things are good for you, some part of you kind of sabotages that. Okay, so if we were to really work right now, I would say we definitely ground, which I believe you would be doing a lot of grounding at the root level, and then feeling better at the solar level. Okay, so at the solar level is where you really need to kind of accept yourself for who you are and just allow yourself to emerge into who you are, and that is going to help you. So root and solar, and then we work on the heart, because the tendency is that when we go through this kind of swing that I'm picking up, we tend to work with the heart, and when we're working with the heart, it doesn't really give us the results of what we're looking for, because the root is still very, very imbalanced. So just focus on the root and focus on the solar, and the heart will come into its activity. It will come into its own natural rhythm. Faith is strong, so I'm not really concerned about your upper chakras. That's going to fall into place for you. So I hope that makes sense.
So much. Yes,
Yeah,
it does.
fantastic. Okay, so guys, you'll have to just unmute yourself, who is here, because now my messages. Okay, Subha. Subha, you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Subha. So we haven't done it, right? Yeah, we haven't done this yet.
That's right.
Okay. Okay, so again, the energy is flowing, Subha. It's flowing. I wouldn't say it's like very expansive, but it is flowing well. The place where I feel it again kind of crunching or narrowing is at the sacral level. Okay, that's where I'm picking up the energy a little bit at how do you say it? It's kind of crunching. So there is something which is inhibiting. It is very, it's like a restriction, something that is not allowing you to go beyond what you really want from either where you are in a relationship or either where you are in a certain experience in life. Something is inhibiting, and if you are aware of what it is, then it would be a good idea to kind of take that awareness into the next step, or kind of do something about it, or make a choice, because that's where I feel your energy is really lacking. Something is inhibiting. It's either a judgment or it's something that is restricting you. So it's a very restrictive kind of energy at the sacral, which I'm kind of picking up. But besides that, the other energy centers are flowing. The energy is flowing. Yeah, the energies are flowing, but it's stemming from the sacral. The thing with the sacral is that when the energy in the sacral is not flowing very well, that sense of complete ease and joy tends to get a little bit perhaps narrowed or perhaps limited, and maybe at a physical level you are feeling that, or maybe it's just something that is in your energetic space right now, but it's something which is inhibitive and restrictive. And so just kind of focus on that and see whether it resonates with you, whether you're already aware of it, or if not, happy to kind of discuss with you on a more one-on-one session, or for anyone else who is here. Yeah. Are
Sure.
you still
Thank you
there?
so
Because
much
I
for
don't
that.
see. Yeah, okay. Somehow the videos are just going off, so I'm unable to see that. Okay. Uh,
Hi,
Hi, who is this?
Mohi.
Mohi. Okay, yeah, I did come to you a couple of times, but I didn't see you. So you
I
15 Jan, right?
correct. Yeah.
Okay, great. So just close your eyes if you can, and take a nice deep breath. Okay, so I'm getting this sense of, again, some sort of a new change or a conflict, not even a conflict, like just a new direction somewhere. Uh, yeah, So, but you are unable to completely express or commit to it, or you have not made the choice yet, or you're still in the process. There's some sort of not chaos, but clarity is missing somewhere in something that needs to shift or change, and it is stemming again from your solar and heart. Okay, so either you're feeling very emotional about it, or it's yeah, there seems to be some sort of an emotional twist to something which is quite predominant in your energy field. And crown, the energy is coming in, but at the third eye level, there is a little bit of non-clarity. So you're not really being able to trust into it, or you're not completely buying into it. I'm not sure what it is, but there is some change, there is some decision, there is something which you are kind of looking at moving or shifting, but there is there is an emotional twist to it, is what I pick up. So just making the heart center a little bit more open, allowing the heart to kind of work for you, should help you in this particular experience or whatever you're going through. The root is quite supportive, and so yeah, it's leaking from the heart. So if you really want to work on something, work on your heart, and then the clarity will even come in better at the third eye level.
Thank you so much. So I should work on the heart chakra.
Definitely.
Only the heart, or the
The place where I pick up the leak maximum is the heart. So if it's always a good idea to work from the lower, though your root is seeming grounded. I'm not sure whether you're already working on it or not. It is seeming grounded, but it would be a good idea to definitely focus on the heart.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Okay. Is there anyone else who we have missed here now? Okay, I don't see anyone here now on my screen. Okay, guys, if I have missed anyone by any chance, please feel free to message me, to message Illuminations. We can set up a consult. I am in Dubai next week, and I'll be more than happy to kind of work with you through this. Okay, yeah. Daniela, I think you were asking me if I'll have a session in the future. Yes, I'm doing a training program in the next weekend, which is basically on the 19th and 20th. So if you would like to learn this, you can join us for the same. And Illuminations would be, happy to give you all the details. We'll share the course details and what we're going to be working on it, if that interests you. Yeah. Okay, guys, so that's what we have time. We've overshot.
Hello.
I'm really sorry. Who is
Hello,
this?
ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, but I don't see who is this.
No, my name is Manohar.
Okay. Hi, Mano. Yes, I did ask you a couple of times, 2-3 times, but I didn't see you.
I couldn't.
Is it
Yeah,
June? June 8? June 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the last one that I'll do. I'm really out of time. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna quickly do this.
Yeah.
Okay, so just close your eyes, take a deep breath.
Okay.
Okay, so again, I'm picking up energy again, crunching again in this mid space. Root is going fine. The energy is a bit energy is a bit slow, but it's flowing well. Sacral is where this is really kind of coming in, where I feel a lot of stem. So either there is this tendency to kind of hold on to what gives you what you really want, something that you're holding on to, not allowing yourself to move forward. I'm picking it up at the sacral. Yeah, solar, there is trust. The energy is opened here. Heart, again, is flowing, but there is. So what's happening, what I'm picking up is that there are certain intentions, there are some things you want to manifest, but unable to see them through, unable to really able to manifest them in the whole thing. There is an inhibitive energy, again, I would call it, okay, which is preventing from the manifestation to happen. So something you want to work out, something you want to shift, or something that comes but does not materialize. It's stemming from the sacral. Either there is frustration about it, or there is doubt about it, or there is something that's inhibiting you, and it's not resulting. The connection is between the sacral and the heart that I'm picking up for you, where the energy is kind of tweaking a bit. It's not expanding as much as it should be. So if you were to work, I would say definitely work on the sacral and then work on the heart.
Okay.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you're still.
Yeah.
All right. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for staying on. And if I have by any chance missed anyone, I really apologize. And feel free to just send a message to Illuminations, and I'll be happy to do a consult with you and definitely do a reading for you. And if it interests you, do join me for the workshop next weekend, 19th and 20th at JLT. And I would love to teach you exactly what I'm doing right now. So you have a great evening, and I look forward to meeting you all. I'm just gonna go through this. Most welcome. Thank you very much.
Bharti.
Very much.
So much. Bye.
Thank you so much for this.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope to meet you all again.